What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Class Session, a platform where I talk to artists. I'm your host, it's your boy Art, and I got a special one today, man. You know what I mean? I got a special one today. I've been listening to the tape for the.
Want to go ahead? Yeah, you know who it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Marsalis Davis, a.k.a. Marty Mars, the motherfucking weirdo. You dig?
Why you call yourself the motherfucking weirdo? That's your thing?
That's my thing, bro.
Are you pulling the Uzi route? Is that what you're doing? Like to be completely yourself to people, so by any means they can't judge you? Is that what you're doing?
I want to say it's the Uzi, but the whole being myself part, yeah.
That's what you're doing?
That's exactly what it is.
No, that's real though. I see a lot of people doing that nowadays, and I fuck with that.
For sure.
It's a different. It's I think I do it too, but more like it's more just being transparent. Like if you're open, there's nothing no one can use against you if you're already an open book. Mm-hmm. So let's get back into it. Like he said, man, we got Marsalis here, great rapper from Jersey.
Appreciate you.
I really wanted to talk to you because I was listening to your projects. Like I went far back. I went to 4 years ago when you dropped Melanin. I went all the way back to that.
Oh shit! God damn.
Yeah, I went all the way back to that. But why you say it like that?
Cause to be real, I was like, I made that song for this chick.
I could tell.
And I was trying to sing. And believe it or not, that was the first like before I knew about leases and shit like that. That was the first song I posted on iTunes. And like that shit like blew up out of nowhere. But I was like,
it wasn't
no, I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, it's on iTunes. I just wanted to be that artist to be like, I got something.
You got the song on iTunes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then it came down to it. The dude who made the beat hit me up. He was like, yo, you got to buy this shit. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't buy the beat. Damn. Because before, like, when you see on YouTube, it says free.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, shit, I bet. You know what I'm saying? But
some type of credit thing has to go with
that,
that,
for
right?
sure. No, I put the credit like on the artwork.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that the producer or the dude that made the beat was getting, his just dues and shit like that. But at the time, I was so naive about like, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta get paid too. You feel me? So I had to take it down for a little bit, and then like after that, I started learning more about the whole, business side of putting your music out, how it needs to sound, the connections you need to have to get to like certain points in the industry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're here, and I'm dropping a whole like album now.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get into that.
You know what I'm saying? All beats is purchased and shit like that. So I'm ready.
Let's touch a little bit into that because I don't think a lot of artists pay attention to that.
Okay.
As far like a lot of people when they study the game, they don't study the simple thing like producers got to get their job. Like you can't just take a beat. Right. You can, but there's a lot of legal things that go into it, especially like you said, your shit started doing numbers, your shit started really going, but you was just hype off the fact that you got a song on iTunes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of legal stuff that plays into it, and I don't think a lot of artists pay attention to that. Is when you pay attention to the game, you got to pay attention to everything that comes with the game.
Right.
It comes, it goes back all the way to the conversation with the Mace issue that happened with Puff.
True. Yeah. That shit is
signing away your publishing and all that stuff. All that conversation that artists don't pay attention to. Mm-hmm. But how can you blame them, right? Because a lot of people just want to get on. Just
and that's
the song. Let me get on.
Thing, bro. Like the industry, like I get this a lot. And the industry it's made to rig the artist basically. Because if you sign to a major label, not everybody in the major labels are bad. Let me put that.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the major label is meant to rig every artist they sign.
Of course.
Unless it's independent. And what I mean by that is like when you break down the tree, 50% of publishing, they get that from you.
That, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, say you get signed for like $1 million. Mm-hmm. Publishing already has 50% of that, bro. Mm-hmm. And then you got to pay for production, which is like another 100,000. Then if you have a manager, that's like 10%, and then everything else. So by the time everything is like totaled out, bro, you're in the negatives. That's why a lot of people don't get paid from the first album. They usually get paid from the second album because the first album is telling the label you're signed to, let's see if you can make us money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then the second album comes around, and that you might get a little bit of paper, but that second album is just to get you out of debt from the first album.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third album comes, and if you see a third album, hopefully, then that's where you get your paper and stuff like that. But most artists nowadays, they go independent because they get all that revenue. They have their own publishing, and most of now, like, if you buy songs nowadays off of like iTunes and stuff, it really doesn't cost anything. 1 million streams is $80K.
Yeah, it's nothing. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
All that hard work you put into the song, you put into the record, you only get like what? And you're not even getting that $80K.
Exactly.
You got to split that like
with whoever you're with. Yeah, so it's just like that's why a lot of artists, when they come out, they go straight to tour because that's where you get all your money.
Yeah.
Tour and merch.
For sure. But I was gonna say, can we? I had this conversation with another person, but can we really blame the label? Because at the end of the day, they got to make their money, right? Because that's how they stay afloat. Because the label really provides you with everything that you need, right?
Correct.
They give you the sponsorship, the promotions, the everything that you need. They can put your picture on Billboard. They can do that. They have all the backings to do that.
Right.
So it's kind of like, especially if you're an artist coming to a label that don't have any type of recognition. Right. So it's like, can you really blame the label for getting their
not at all
to get out of you?
And that's the thing. Like, artists should do their research because the label is literally saying like, "Yo, we gonna sign you, but this is what we need from you."
Exactly.
Basically, but then, the artist who doesn't know anything, they just see, "Yo, I'm getting signed." You know what I'm saying? 100 mil. Damn, I'm about to sign this.
That 100 mil isn't really. That's the thing. It's like you get signed for 100 mil, and that 100 mil is for you to pay back.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people don't understand that. You see these new rappers and the chains and all that stuff that they have. Yeah, it's all for the public to see. But at the end of the day, it's like that money that you're getting, that they're providing to you, is for your project, it's for it's for everything.
Right.
But then everything else got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, however much, and some people don't even make a lot of money off their project.
Right.
So the label got to get money somewhere else. You know what I mean? So all that is just.
It's just how the game, like they say, like everybody need to get in the game. Say that's just
it's tricky, man.
Yeah, that's just how you got to play it. Like, you just got to know how to play your cards and understand like what you're getting yourself into.
That's a fact.
So you really can't complain about the label saying they fucked me over, bro. They literally told you, I'm signing you for this amount of money. I'm signing you for this amount of money. So I'm signing you for this. I'm gonna need this back, because I gave it to you just to see if you can make me money.
Yeah.
If you can't make me money, then we're going to, that's where all the suing papers come, and everybody's like, I just got fucked over, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, bro, they literally just told you, bro. Like, come on, son.
Before we get off this topic, I want to ask you, one question. Are you planning on, if the opportunity presents itself, do you think you're assigned to a label?
Right now, am I thinking about signing to a label? No, but I would. I am thinking about doing a distribution deal. And what I mean by that, distribution is like, say, let's do Atlantic. I sign a distribution deal with Atlantic. So basically, they're gonna.
Is that where they're helping you push your project?
Basically, so they're just posting. They posted my music like all social media, basically. They're not really paying for me to record. Like, that's all on me. Like, me to do my videos, that's all on me. To come sit with you, that's all on me. Anything else that I'm getting paid for, that's it. But they're just I'm just signing for them to put my music out, basically.
Just doing what the big dogs do. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's smart. Yeah, but the reason why I asked that is because I feel like with, it's tricky, right? Because with the internet, you have two options. You can let yourself do all the work,
right?
Or, like you said, like, go with the distribution deal. But with the internet, a lot of times people like to say it makes it easier, but I don't really think that's the case, right? Because we have all the access to a lot of people, but you still don't have the resources like a big record label. It's like they already have they've gotten to a point where they've built the system to just give you a opportunity and put you out there.
Right.
So it's like, why would you, not you specifically, but why these other cats are like, oh man, I hate the record label. I hate signing. I'd rather just do it myself. It's like, but you can't do it yourself because they have the system built. They have the resources.
Exactly.
They have everything to help you get there. So why not use what they have?
So what that is, that's an artist who doesn't know how to network, basically. Because when it comes down to the industry, bro, it's all about who you know. At the end of the day,
I'm starting to realize that, man. It's really all about who you know.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's all about who you fucking know, bro. Like, just like Chance the Rapper, he's been independent. Like, he's a great example. He's been independent since he came out.
But he knows a lot of people.
But he knows
That's
a
why
lot
I don't think Chance.
people,
I don't think Chance. At the beginning of his career, I really didn't think Chance was independent, just because of his friendship and who he knows. I'm like, yo, how does this guy know these type of people as an independent artist?
Right.
But it really is who you know, and he knows he has a
people.
connection with a lot of people.
And his family is like well known too, just not in the industry, but just like in the political world. So somebody knows somebody, and then you know what I'm saying. But the way I found out about Chance is like when Hot New Hip Hop just came out, and that's where I was like on it. Like anything new that came out, I was just listening to, and I came across him because he was like, at the time you could pay for like a promotion with him, so his was like on the top of the list. I was like, Chance the Rapper, checked him out, and that's when Acid Rap came out. And ever since Acid Rap, bro,
it's a fire tape.
It just went straight up for him. You know what I'm saying? Now look at him. He's, you know what I'm saying?
Acid Rap's a fire tape.
Yes, it was.
But let's get into you, man. We ain't even, we didn't make this official. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, take notes, man. I don't like to preach this because I like for y'all to observe and take notes. But this man just got off work and came to work. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you, tired, no sleep. But a lot of you people don't really take the time to take care of your craft. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't put in the work. You just want to make music and put it out there. Yeah, cool. But there's a lot of things that goes into being an artist, and he touched into it a little bit before we started going. But man, I was listening. Like I told you, I listened to Melanin, Sugar. You know what I mean? I went all the way back, started studying your music.
Okay.
And
I appreciate that, bro.
No, for sure.
That, bro.
It doesn't. It's easier if you really like the artist and like you like their sound. You know what I'm saying? When you like something, it's like,
all right, cool, yeah.
You know
I get with this.
Like that assignment a professor hand out to you in school and tell you, hey, or a teacher say, hey, do this assignment, and you really like that assignment.
Word.
You're gonna finish it right away. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
I really enjoy your music. So it was like nothing. It was just me
Appreciate that,
listening
man.
to great music.
Appreciate
But I wanted to ask you about your growth, right?
Okay.
Because I noticed, you know, you tap into it a little. You said you were writing that for a female type, but do you ever go back and study your music from when you started? Not to say you started from then, but do you ever just go back to study your music? Because I did see a change in the sound as I started listening more and more.
Yes.
Do you ever go back and study your music and try to develop from that?
All the time, bro.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does actually. Because when I started making music, I didn't know. I was just recording like whatever. You know what I'm saying? And by the time like I got into like college, that's when I really started to, because I started making music like high school, but I didn't know what the fuck to talk about at the time. But until I got to college, that's when it started to come to me, like the whole Sinclair fucking trilogy. Well, I don't want to call it a trilogy, but the whole storyline, I guess. That's what started to come to me, and I don't know if you remember, but like Sinclair 1 is more of it has like a jazzy rap-esque type of vibe, and then Sinclair 2 has that as well. But then when you come to Sinclair 3, it's like a whole different change. You know what I'm saying? It has like the rock, it has the jazz, it has the rap, and it has like all other weird shit within it. So that was me just going back to like, yo, I did this. Let me see if I can like, you know what I'm saying, put it with this and see how it sounds, you know? But I definitely went back to my Sinclair project when I recorded SOM, Son of Michael. Basically, that's just me spitting the whole time. And it's all like deep shit, jazz feel, poetic, you know what I'm saying? That's really my bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I
when
could tell. We'll get into it though, but
you
I
feel
could
me?
tell.
Like when I get in that, like niggas can tell you and shit like that. But I like doing that because I started off with poetry. You know what I'm saying? But I never thought about putting it into music.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then like we get to the new age. Damn, I just spit. I'm sorry. When we get to the new age, I'm an adapter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I like the new shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I like autotune, bro. Like. Cause I grew up with like 80s music and synthesizers and all types of shit, like Zapp and Roger, like I wanna be like all that shit. I was like, yo, I wanna sound like that, nigga, bro. Like that's cool as hell. And then like, you know, you bring it to like you said, the little Uzis, Juice WRLDs, rest in peace. Like all of them, like Travis Scott, Tory Lanez, like Post Malone, The Weeknd, like this is all the people like that I listen to and really helped me adapt my sound, I guess you can say. And I just like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, when I was listening to you, you don't really sound like the typical rapper. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like it's different range. You have that kind of rock feel to it.
Yeah.
And you know, but then you'll hit me with a track where you're spitting, like you're really spitting.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, yeah. like this guy really studied the like his art. Like you really study how to like mess with people or like how to get certain type of audience.
Right.
Like, does that take time to perfect?
Yeah. Cause like I said, I didn't know what to do. But like I had to go back because I didn't grow up with rap. Like my mom was like, nah, nigga, nah, fuck that. Like I remember I got in trouble. I remember I got in trouble when the fucking Back That Ass Up video came out. And so
the
like,
Hot Boys?
Yeah. So that shit was like I was in my grandmother's room. Like I had to close the door and like turn the volume down low and shit. And my mom, like, I didn't hear her. Like I'm just in there like mesmerized by like all this ass that's being shaken and shit. And then like my
Mom's
mom,
like, nah.
Mom comes in the room. She's like, nah, turn that shit off. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I really couldn't listen to rap. But
so mom got you here.
Yeah, basically.
Salute to moms.
And my cousin Caitlin, she was more so of the rock star of the family. So she listened. She put me on to the Linkin Park, the My Chemical Romance, the Panic at the Disco, and Breaking Benjamin, like all that Led Zeppelin. The Beatles, all like heavy rock as well. So that's all I listened to growing up, basically. And then I started really to get, I listen to rap here and there, like Bone Thugs. I used to listen to Biggie. I used to listen to Will Smith, because that's like, you know, PG music that I could listen to and shit like that. But as I got older, I started to, my first song I listened to was probably like my real first rap song that I like wanted to like start rapping like was Hydro by Tech Nine. And this niggas was just going I was like, yo, I want to do that.
Like, what is this guy on
Yeah,
right
exactly, bro. And I was like, yo, I want to do that. So that's how I studied that for like a long time. And then I was like, everybody's doing this. Everybody's trying to rap fast and stuff like that. So I was just like, how can I sound like the rock star but incorporate it with rap? You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I had to go back, and I was listening to how they sing in like in alternative music and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to go train my voice, basically. You know what I'm saying? So like when I got autotune, I didn't want to sound like the fucking robot that everybody sounds like. So I learned how to actually sing in the key of whatever the beat is and stuff like that. So it took 11 years, bro.
Sounds like a process.
11 years, bro.
Nah, but that's the thing, right? It's different from someone else just picking it up and trying to do it than someone who, like you said, went back and actually studied. Like, you just give me a whole list of rock stars that I don't even.
Yo, I'm telling
you,
you,
can tell if someone
forever,
really
bro.
studied their craft than someone who just pick it up and just want to do it just because. You know, like you said, I'm put a song on iTunes just because I think it's hype.
Right.
Then someone else who really went back and studied the craft and studied everything about it to try to perfect it. 11 years, man. this album that we're about to get into is hard, man.
Appreciate
it's hard.
you, Brody. Appreciate
But
you.
not only that, not only is the sound different, but I went searching on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You dress different too. You're not a typical dressing rapper. Like
that's been forever, bro. That's been forever.
What's up with that, man?
I just been a fashion guy, bro. Like, cause all right, we about to get a little personal. So back then, I used to be overweight.
Okay.
Like, I used to be a little fat motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I used to get picked. Nah, dead ass. I used to get picked on like by my cousins and shit. But they were the only ones who could pick on me.
Okay.
If they caught somebody else picking on me, they're gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, that's
basically.
family.
You know what I'm saying?
Family.
So I used to get picked on a lot. I used to like fight my cousins, end up with black eyes and shit. So I was just like, man, I remember telling my mom like, I want to wear this. I want to have this certain like style and stuff like that. And she was with it, but she was just, she was real. Like, nigga, lose weight. You know what I'm saying? So I say 8th grade, I got sick. I had like bronchitis and laryngitis at the same time. So I was out for like a whole week, and then I was barely eating, throwing up, all types of shit. So when I came back to school, niggas was like, damn, nigga, you lost mad weight. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I just like, kept it down. Then when I went to high school, that's when like I got introduced to the gym, weights, all that, sports. And then that's when I started to develop my style. Like, even in high school, niggas was like, yo, you dress different. Like, you 16 looking like a grown-ass man type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like...
That's just your vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to stand out. You feel me?
No, I could tell. And you can hear that in your music, too. Like, you like to stand out. Like, you can play your music with any other artist that's out there. You're distinct. Like, you can hear you.
Word.
You know what I mean? You're not, like I said, you adapted to the sound, but it's still you. And that's a good thing, man.
Thank you.
That's a really good thing. Because I want to get into the song. You dropped it a month ago, but we talked about it off air, but I really enjoyed it. I was playing it in the studio for the guys. The Pop Smoke song you did.
Yeah, man, Pop Smoke on the Ave. Rest in peace, Pop.
What were you thinking, yo? Like, what's up?
Nah, like I said, it was just me trying something, basically. Cause like I said, I've been on the grind for like a minute, like with Skepta, all them, like Sad Boys and them from like the UK and stuff. Like I've been on them for like the longest, but to hear it the way it does over here,
it's different.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, hood niggas on grind beats is like the firest shit. Like, that shit is cool as fuck, bro. Because the bass is like an EDM bass. So it's just like you would never see a hood nigga in an EDM party.
Yeah.
Just like glow sticks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to hear
the twist they got to it.
Yeah,
it's different.
Make it trap, it's just like, yo, that's fucking fire. So I was just like, Pop Smoke is still like the biggest right now. Rest his soul, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, I wanted to pay homage at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's not my sound, but I want to just try it and see what happens. And so, met Pop Smoke on the Ave.
That's ill.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you feel about the tragic loss? Like,
I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was fucked up because I was just like, yo, this nigga just got on. You know what I'm saying? And he resembled like 50 a lot when he came out.
No, that's a lot of people been telling me that.
You know what I'm saying?
That,
like he came out like he was only 20. That's what really messed me up. Dude is only 20. Only 20, and he was about to just like, we don't really like, he came out with this sound, but we don't really know where else he was about to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably had like mad shit in the vault that we was just like oblivious to, and when he dropped it was probably gonna be crazy. So yeah, like I was devastated.
Do you someone told me when people die, we have to reflect on what we learned from that person.
Correct.
Instead of being like sad, like, oh,
nah, for
obviously
sure.
there's a process. Be sad, but then you have to reflect on what did that person do that you learned from
exactly.
it. So what did you learn from Pop Smoke? Like,
from Pop Smoke, I learned just like niggas go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna judge you no matter where you come from. Cause he, like I said, he came from the streets and he was just, he was dancing and shit, just like how Schmurda came out. Like, niggas was like, yo, you from the hood, but you out here dancing. I'm like, yeah, like what hood niggas don't like to dance? Like
Exactly.
you made songs for hood niggas to get jiggy to, you know what I'm saying, and have fun instead of like being in videos toting guns all the time and shit like that. So that was a big inspiration for me. Like he told me just be you, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever it is, just go for it, you know, because a lot of like a lot of people wasn't fucking with him, you know what I'm saying? Like musically, they were just like, who's this nigga that sounds like he smoked like 10 L's in 2 seconds? you know, you know what I'm saying? So, and the shit was hot. Like anywhere you go and they play Pop Smoke, the whole place was jumping. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like once you got a passion, bro, just keep going with that shit, bro.
Does the circumstance teaches you how to? Well, first off, 2 questions. Does it teach you how to move as an artist, and does it show you how much do you want this lifestyle, or does it pull you away from this lifestyle?
Got you. So
because that's got to be. Let me see if I can break it down. Because that's got to be tough. Someone in your profession that you want to be in that same shoes, and something like that happen. Like, does that scare you? Like, man, do I really want to keep doing this? Because this comes with this, and this. Does that hit you sometimes?
Like music aside, it's just like that's every day. You know what I'm saying? Just like from either wherever you were where you grew up, or whatever the situation that you're in, or the people that you're around, it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it doesn't really scare me. It just tells me to be more aware, like, because you got to think about it. Once you become an artist of that stature, or becoming of that stature, people are watching.
Yeah,
people are watching who like you, who love you, who hate you, and want to kill you. So you, like you said, like you have to be aware of where you're at. Like people, when you become famous, bro, it's just like people don't give a fuck who you are. They don't care about your space.
They don't care at all.
Because like the media is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be, say me and you just out chilling, you know what I'm saying? We getting a bite to eat somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Media pop up, well, not media, just like random people just like, yo, can you sign this? Be like, yo, we eating, bro. You like hovering over us and shit like that. Like, so if we were to say some shit, I'm sorry. So if we were to say some shit like that to like the person, we get, you know, slammered for that. Like, oh, Marsalis Davis being an asshole to fans and shit like that. I'm like, yo, he's not even a fan. He just want to sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even know any of my music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with my boy. Like, come on, son. We're humans at the end of the day.
There has to be a rule.
Exactly.
There isn't. It's just like
exactly. That's
thing.
just what comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. And what was the second part?
No, I was just wondering because I remember an interview Jim Jones said being a rapper is more dangerous than any other job out there, and so I was just wondering, like, does that scare you? Because it can't, like you just said, you know, you're out with your friends and people can just come up to you. Like, there's no personal space as a person in the limelight. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have that personal space because people feel like they're entitled to you at all times.
Right,
you know, when they see you in the street, it's, I need you. But it's like, no, it's like, you know, when I'm on stage, when I'm doing a press run, you know, the jersey is on. Right. I'm an athlete right now. Right. But when I'm just out and about, it's like I'm just living my life.
Exactly.
Let me do the personal thing.
Exactly.
But I feel like I do kind of agree with him though. I do think being a rapper nowadays is more dangerous, just because rap is such a popular genre now. Rap is more popular than any other thing. So you get more attention towards you, and like you said, people love you, hate you, want to kill you. So with all that attention on you, man, that's gotta that's traumatize you as someone who wants to be in that position.
Well, from my personal experience, like almost being shot twice, one by a cop, a lot of shit doesn't really faze me as much. But like I said, it comes with the territory, bro. And it all depends on what lifestyle that you're living. So, like Jim Jones, for example, boy's a big blood, like.
Capo.
You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
My dude is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So we know that title, what that title means and what he went through, you know what I'm saying?
Certain shoes he's walking in.
Exactly. So that comes with it. Like for me, it could be like it could be anything, bro. I could be walking and get popped any day, but that's life, period, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like random civilian could walk down the street, get mugged and shot because the dude didn't give him his phone.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like I said, just the territory. It doesn't scare me. It's just you never know, bro. You never know, cause I'm pretty sure when the situation happens, it's gonna be like mad adrenaline and shit like that. But as I'm out and about and I'm doing what I'm doing, like I'm staying out of everybody's way and I'm focused on my shit, I'm not really thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's law of attraction. Then you get into all that shit. You feel me? But,
all right, man. Let's get into. Let's want to get into a new project real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get into a new project.
Let's do it.
Explain the title. Doves. Sometimes doves can fly before they die.
Before they die. And it's crazy because
die. What was it?
Sometimes doves die before they
fly. Yeah.
So basically, the title is it's so crazy because like Pop Smoke plays a part, Juice WRLD plays a part.
Wow.
Lil Snoop plays a part. Who else died before they? But basically, that's basically what it is. It's about the upcoming dying before they get to taste their fruits. You know what I'm saying? So, as I was making this project, it was just like, you know, I was going through it, bro. Like, it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of tears. It's a lot of disbeliefs. It's a lot of questioning, and it's just like, well, shit. What if this is like my last project? You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally had thoughts of like fucking dying just that like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It was just I just lost my best friend on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So that shit fucked me up. I'm still fucked up like now, and it's just like when it's close to home, bro, that puts you in a space to a point where it's just like, shit, what else does God want me to go through? You know what I'm saying? What if my time is about to come? And
makes you question God, huh?
Exactly. And it's just like, what do I do? Do I just sit? Do I continue what I love doing? Do I go to therapy? Do I talk to a family member? Like, what do I do? Like, do I just run into my hole and just like chill until it happens? So basically, that's what this project is all about, bro.
It's interesting that you said that. I think for me, my experience with that, the first time I ever questioned God, it's weird. It was when Kobe died. You know what I mean? Kobe and that brought back a different energy for me because my uncle passed away also. So when Kobe passed away, it was just that relationship.
Yeah.
I never knew him, but that relationship that I had with Kobe through my uncle, it just brought back a feeling.
Right. Yeah.
So that was like the first time I ever said, I asked God, I was like, I know you don't make mistakes, but like, you have to explain this one.
Like yeah, what's up with this?
There's certain things you got to ask God, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to, but you just like, what's up? You know what I mean?
And that's what I hate, because I hate this saying like, if it was their time, God said it was their time. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I believe God has like other shit to do besides, like he killed him for what? I'm sure God was like trying to help other motherfuckers over here. Like he can't be in one spot. Like, he was like, yeah, but he's like this. I get that, but I feel like God got his own shit to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, people make God like this fucking uptight motherfucker and shit like that. I'm pretty sure he's like, bro, I ain't got time for this shit right now. like, bro, don't let me interpret the Bible, bro. I'll fucking like twist this shit upside down. But yeah, bro, like I definitely feel you on that, because it's just like, shit, like, can I get a break?
Right.
You feel me? But nah, I definitely feel you on that.
I want to play a song. If we can we play a song off the project?
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to play Ocean Thoughts.
Oh, my guy.
It's not really a song. It's just the talking.
Yeah, that's my guy.
The narration.
To Psalm, and to me that EP, that short EP, that's a classic to me. Like, I feel like that's your bag. Like, I feel it's completely unique and original and completely different from the rest of the landscape in music. And I feel like you should focus in on that and not necessarily, like, of course you have other styles, but you should, focus it more. Like, Don't give the
So he's basically giving you not really advice, but
Mm-hmm.
he's telling you that he likes the concise
Right.
project, and I've been a fan of that for a long time. Like just different artists. I
Mhm.
love when artists are concise with their music,
Right.
because like I said, I've said this before. I grew up listening to Illmatic by Nas, like
Right.
12 songs. Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, like
Got you. Yes, sir.
13, 14 songs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I grew up on short songs, classic albums, short
Short
songs.
songs.
You can get your point across
Right.
with short songs.
Mhm.
I mean, a concise body of work. You don't need to flood the street, especially when you're not exactly what this guy is saying. Especially when you're not a mainstream artist. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yep.
All right, let's get into this.
Yes, sir.
Some exclusive right now from the album.
You dig.
This is my favorite record of the album right now.
Word?
Hell
Okay.
Ain't Me. It's my shit. That's my shit.
Yes, sir.
It's all in my head. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. Every day I hear them say, why brave if you can't be safe? I try not to get lost in my ways. Please tell me, will it all go waste? I know it's all in my head. Some things I cannot understand, 'cause self-love is hard to comprehend. Been left for dead, it's really hard to trust friends. Been to hell and back, so a lot of shit don't really faze me. I don't feel the same as most, so you can never change me. Had to get it by my lonely, my mother barely raised me. Lost my pops before I can talk, I swear I got too much pain in me. It's draining me. I found
Now I want to stop it right there. This record is hard, man.
Thank
This
you.
record
thank
is
you.
hard. I love the when artists are vulnerable in their music,
Mhm.
and this record was that for me. When I
Right.
can relate to something, like when you said lost my pop before I could talk,
Mhm.
like that was like that touched me, because like I told you, my uncle passed away,
Right.
and I was at a very young, not too young, but
Mhm.
I was young,
Right.
and that hit me a lot. So, at what's the limit in how much you say in your music?
Mm-hmm.
Like for you, like what's that limit? Do you say like you said, you go in the studio, you just whatever comes
Yeah,
to mind,
like,
you're saying it.
bro,
Do you have a limit?
I have no limit.
So you just say whatever.
I just say whatever because
But is that hard though? Because if you rapping about something like this, like your dad, and by the way, sorry for your loss.
no, appreciate
To say
you, bro.
that.
It's all
That's
good.
got to be tough.
Yeah, well, I was 2, so it was
Like,
So like, all right, let me do a little quick breakdown. Right
yeah,
quick?
let's break it
All
down.
right, cool. So, 2 years old, I lost my dad. 8 years old, I was lied about how he died. Like I was told, like he's out, like he's on the job, blah 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 blah. I guess parents didn't want to tell me. Well, my family didn't want to tell me because I'm 8. I don't know what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
they don't
on.
want to.
But innately, I knew like, nah, y'all niggas is lying. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
just didn't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? So 13, high school, it's like it hit. Because now I'm seeing like I'm very introverted. Unless I'm like around my friends, but still they'll tell you like, yeah, he's like, I never seen this nigga get like angry unless like it's some crazy shit. But it takes a lot to get me angry. But when you have a group of friends and like they all have their parents, it's just like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom
Talk about it.
was in and out, you know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't doing nothing in the streets, but she was just like she was going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom still hasn't remarried. You know what I'm saying? It's been like 25, 30 years. Think about that, bro. That's like, and I always ask her, I was like, yo, mom, why you haven't remarried? She was just like, yo, I was just still in love with him. Like, she's still in love with my dad, bro.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? She
No,
was just
that's
like,
real.
she was like, nobody I ever met has like came to his like level. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't think I'll fucking like the dude anyway because it's just like, bro, fuck you. My dad was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as I'm growing up, it's just like, I would break down, bro, just like crying in tears. Like one night I broke down in my mom's arms just saying like, yo, I miss him. Cause I felt like I knew him. Like even though it was for a short period of time, like I can tell, I told my mom certain things I remembered and she was just like, yo, how do you remember that shit? You were only like 1 year old. I was just like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cause my dad, he was Like my dad had staying like in Passaic, bro. I don't know. He was just like some cool ass dude, and like everybody knew him. And plus, he was a DJ. You know what I'm saying? He's a DJ and he sang. So I guess that's where I get the talent.
background,
You know what I'm saying? And my mom was a singer too, so that's where they clashed together and just, I guess, made harmony and shit like that. But
I don't know what it is about pain, but it makes for beautiful music, man.
yeah, bro, and then that's like been my whole fucking life, bro. Cause like I said, like having friends who have both their parents that can provide for them like all the time. Like I know the struggle. Like I know my mom was a single parent with 2 kids, yo. Like come on, son. Like I had to become a 30-year-old at 15. You know, I was helping my mom pay bills, like, by any means and just trying to. Like, I was raised, like, by my grandparents, but you really can't go to your grandparents about everything, you know what I'm saying? So, I was, like, kind of, like, on my own. And so, I would just shrivel up and just be like, fuck this. Like, I went through a whole depression, like, high school, summer college, and, like, I started putting myself around, like, my boys, Pat, David, Fabian, Germ, Smooth, Kev, you know what I'm saying? Just like C's, like all my boys that been kind of like through the same shit, or I just told them like my story and they understood, you know what I'm saying? And so it was hard, bro. Like it was just hard. And when it comes to my music, that's where I feel like I can only express it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where, like, it's like a therapy session. You know what I'm saying? So whatever comes out is going to come out no matter what
There's
it is.
no filter.
At all. Because this is me. It's like, I make music for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't make it to appease, you know, anybody who wants to hear a certain sound. Like, I do this shit for me. Like, if you relate to it, then cool. Like, I'm going to keep making shit, you know what I'm saying, the same way, whether you like it or not, and that's just how it's going to be, you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting, man. My story is similar because my dad didn't pass away, but he wasn't in the picture at all.
Right.
Like, I don't even know if I've ever like
talked about it.
Yeah,
I
you know
feel
what I mean?
you.
So,
yeah, no, it's hard, bro.
It's tough
it's hard, bro.
For us, you know what I mean? For us,
hard.
man, you know, you want that father figure in your life.
Exactly.
But I got to give credit to my uncle. You know, my uncle I told you that passed away.
Word.
Very influential in my life. He stepped up and really, you know, he wasn't there all the time, but he really stepped up, and it was my angel. And then my stepdad did his thing, but you know, my stepdad came as I moved to college, so it was like I kind of grew up. You kind of force yourself to grow up early. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
it's tough. It's tough with a single parent at home. You know, we've been through it. We've been through it.
Like Christmas was hard sometimes too, bro. Like it was just like, not that I'm not ungrateful. It was just like, damn.
Yeah, sometimes that thought, you know, you
feel me?
You wish that they were there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I know. Yeah, I know how that shit go.
But so do you write, or do you
Yeah.
you keep saying you just go into the studio and let it out? Do you write, or is it off the head?
It depends. Like this, I didn't write at all. Like
certain things you can tell when somebody didn't write it.
Yo, believe it or not, bro, I was asleep and the hook came to me in my head while I was sleeping, bro. And so I woke up and I had to write that piece down. And then when I got that piece down, I think I had to go to work. So as soon as I came home, I just started recording. Like I recorded that little piece, and then after that, that's where the verse was just off the top, bro.
It seemed like from the hold on, let me play one more. Let me play one more song off the tape.
Go ahead, bro.
And then we gonna let it rock. I don't want to give him too much.
Nah, you good, bro.
I don't want to give him too much. But let me just play one more song off the tape.
Good.
That's another one that I really like.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
You know, I talked about you really rapping and spitting, and when I heard this, like, okay.
Yeah, this one, this made me tear up. This made me tear up every time, bro.
Tired of the agony, I'm exhausted from pretending and telling my family that I'm happy, when gradually this poison thickens by the second, terraforming my anatomy. Was faith ablaze to the wounded skin. Chucks fall between my toes. This to my men I done planted my scene and damage garners in many rooms. I've been one step later killed by sin. Casting entities, a sick bliss at night with twisted dark love stench. Who am I to say what love is? If I'm the one who's forced to stab the angel just to save my own heart, perplexed some would say, but that ain't right. Such a beautiful nightmare, but my life is black because you know how we get with the whites. That's just a spectrum for your eye. Dark skin, but my aura shine bright. This is sometimes doves die before they fly.
Now, this I can hear the poetic. The poetic side that you talked about,
Yes, sir.
I can hear that in this record. But the question I wanted to ask you is, in this project, listening to it, I saw you trying to give your different side that you're talented in. You know, you had the rock side, you had the real rap side, and then you had the poetic side. Was that a strategic move, or is that something that you just did subconsciously?
Nah, I just wanted to give a piece of me. Like with every project I do, I try to incorporate a poetic part in there somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? Just that's just because that's me. And a lot of people like love that shit for me. But me personally, I like to incorporate it in whatever I'm doing because, like I said, that's part of me. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard when I was thinking of the project, I was just like, my intro has to be like the hardest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was just scrolling through beats and I heard this, I was just like, fuck, how am I gonna come on this?
You did it.
So I tried every way. I tried rapping. I tried like rock and roll. Then it was just like, no, Marsalis, just
Do you?
do you. And
You did it.
this
You
what
know,
came
you
up,
did it.
bro. This what came up, and it's just like the one shit that fucking it's so much that I said, but I want to break down this couple of bars. It's the
Please.
What is razor blades to the wounded skin? This tomb I'm in, I done planted my seed and broke. I done planted my seed in wounded gardens. One step closer, killed by sin. So basically, that's saying like my skin is as tough as fucking sandpaper. So you know, I've been through the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what is razor blades gonna do? Because that's what a lot of people do. Like they cut themselves, and like I've been through it. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
I did everything like that, and then planting my seed in wounded skin is me fornicating with women unprotected. Well, of course they like have like the shot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get pregnant. But some like girlfriends I didn't, planted my seed in, and then one step closer is basically a foreshadow of well, not foreshadow, but what's the word I'm looking for? Simile, I guess you could say. No, it's not a simile. It's one of them shits. One step closer means the one step, the brand. So that's the pill. Like when you can't buy Plan B for like $50, you buy the $40 brand. It's called One Step. So yeah.
Okay.
You did.
I see that.
So yeah, it's kind of like, oh shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I see what you're going with that. But like, what do you want people to? What story do you want people to get from this project?
From this project, the story, it's a bunch of stories, and each song is a story basically. But the overall message I want to give people to relate from the story is like, pain is absolutely real. Isolation is absolutely real. Anxiety is absolutely real. Like, love is a thing, bro. Like, love makes you do shit that you never thought you can do, and whether it's good or bad, bro. And it's just like, you're not the only one that's going through shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like to put the perspective, like, people are fucked up. People who are smiling, bro, and wake up every day and just do what they do, and you think they have nothing going on with them. Listen to that.
That's crazy.
Listen to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you feel me? It's just it was tough making this project. Because as I'm making this project, mad shit was happening, and I just been on a boat, stuck in a tsunami, bro. Just hoping I find land sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? So when I got it done, I was just like, whew, yes,
Release.
You know what I'm saying? So
I really enjoyed it. I'm 100% positive that you guys will enjoy it as well. Really concise, very to the point. It was just like I don't know how well I can describe it, but it was a really good project, man. And I'm 100% positive that you guys will enjoy it as well. So, before we get out of here,
yes, sir.
What February 28th is when the project is coming out.
Yes, sir.
What do you want the people to do on that day while they're listening to your music?
Mm-hmm.
What energy do you want them to be in? What space? Explain it to the people.
So yeah, next Friday, when my project comes out and you're getting ready to listen to it, just be around your loved ones, yo. Just be around somebody who is like significant to you, whether it's your brother, little sister, your mom, your granny, like your dog, whatever.
The dog gets some love.
You know, yeah, you feel me? Like just being around people you love and just try to just listen to what I'm saying and understand, like, you know, we go through it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all go through it, and we only have each other to help each other to survive.
I like that.
I don't like. I hate when people say like, say you went through something tragic, right?
Uh-huh.
And somebody else comes up to you and they're going through the same thing. You have those people like, nah, bro, you just got to go through it. It's like, why would I let you go through something I went through by yourself?
Uh-huh.
Like, as a friend, I don't want you to go through the same shit I went through. If I can, like, if any way prevent that, I'm going to do that. And I feel like that's what my album can do for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want people to know, like, you are heard and you are understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to battle this battle by yourself, like, at all. Like, there's no way in this world anybody could judge you. You feel me? Because everybody goes through the same shit and got bullshit to deal with. It might not be as big as yours, but it's still bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's a fact.
That's just the message behind it, bro.
That's ill. That's
You
ill.
know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Let them know where they can follow you on social media.
Yes, sir.
And we all know where they could download the project when it comes out. I mean, it's going to be on all streaming
Oh, yeah,
platforms.
for sure.
But let them know where they can follow you on social media. And let them know where they can download the project.
Y'all guys can follow me fucking everywhere at Hey It's Marty. That's HeyItsMartty. That's all social: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pornhub, OnlyFans. Nah, but yeah, that's it right there. Or you can just go to my website, marsalisdavis.com. You know, professional with the shit, you dig? That's MarsalisDavis.com. You feel me? And get weird. Stay true to yourself, you dig?
Love. All right. Thank you again to my guest,
Yes,
Marsalis,
sir.
my man, for stopping in, dropping some gems.
Anytime,
the
bro.
album's coming out February 28th. Please listen to it. I promise you won't be disappointed. As you can tell from the snippet that we played today, make sure to go to the YouTube channel, Class Session, and tune in for more episodes. You got anything you want to tell the people?
I came to class, I kicked ass, and I passed, bitch.
Bow.
Bow, bow.
Yo, listen.
Do the dance. Woo.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Anytime, Rudy. Appreciate you, man.